This is everything that I'm taking on my through hike of the Appalachian Trail. So I'll start with a pack. I've got a Osprey Zenith that I've had for a while and I really love it. Ospreys are great. I've got a titanium spork and a little tiny knife. This is the only knife that I'm bringing, mostly just for cutting cheese. About the size of my thumb. And some people have said, oh, you should bring, a hatchet or a giant Bowie knife or whatever. No, nothing like that. Camelback gets tucked into there, so I really like this pack. And I think it's 70 gallons, 70 liters, something like that. In the side pockets, I keep a lighter and some hand sanitizer. My sleeping pad, is the blow-up kind. I know most people go with foam now, but I really like these kinds. Let's see what else we got over here. I've got a little face cloth balled up that I use for cleaning. My shoes are these New Balance Trail Runners. So I got these about a week ago. I really like them. I've been practicing just going on jogs and stuff with them. So super comfortable. I don't really like gaiters, so I like that these have like this cool little mesh that goes around your ankle to keep stuff out of your shoes. For things that I'm wearing, I've got like these cargo pants with a ton of pockets. And this is the bottom part of them, so they actually zip off at the knee. So when it's hot, I can kind of take that off. But if I'm in a very bushy area or tick country in the Northeast, then I'll leave them on as pants. Toiletries and stuff. Gotta have some muscle cream, which is really nice. I use a ton of Gold Bond. And I always keep a little bag of tea with me wherever I go. So I probably have more emergency supply stuff than I need, but can never have too much ibuprofen and stuff like that. So probably more than I need, but no worries. Like, rather be safe, My water kit, I've got a Sawyer squeeze, and I keep the cleaning kit with me. I've got one bag for putting water into for dirty water, smart water bottle for clean water, and then I try to get a couple of those full and dump them into my Camelback so I can be sipping all day. My other worn clothes is a t-shirt from REI and this bandana that I got at a YMCA camp when I was a kid a long time ago. And I always take that on my hikes with me. I've got 2 pairs of socks. This one's like a more thin, darn tough sock style. And then these kind of thicker, smart wool ones are pretty good. This is gonna be my little laundry clothes bag. So I always keep a dryer sheet in there, try to keep my clothes a little bit fresh. I got a hat. I got 1 pair of underwear that are bamboo fiber, and these are some shorts that I might wear in town that have a little mesh on the inside of them. This is a base layer long sleeve shirt from REI Co-op, 100% polyester, so that's nice. Sleeping bag is La Fuma X800, so it's only rated to about 35 degrees, and I've been warming it even down to 30, but there might be some colder nights, so I'll have a little insert, little pack liner, sleeping bag liner that should add about 15 degrees, and I'll have that shipped to me probably around Virginia. So I come over here, I've got my tent. I got an Alpine bivy, which, how much does this weigh? It's only like 1.5 pounds. It's really light. I prefer it to a hammock. I got some jackets over here. This is my Patagonia puffy jacket. It's probably the nice thing that I have here. I really like it. It's got a hood. It's kind of important that I have a hood, and if my sleeping bag and bivy are not warm enough, then I can always just put that on as another little blanket over me a little bit. I haven't decided if I'm going to bring this raincoat or not. It's relatively light, but maybe a plastic poncho might do the same, be just as good. So what have we got in the middle here? I've got 3 little bags. There we go, here's the third. This one's got a lot of parsley and oregano and garlic powder in it. And this one is thyme and some other dried herbs. And then this one is cumin and roasted red pepper and chipotle pepper. So kind of like 3 different flavors. And then it's really good to add to my quinoa or my rice at night and just make things a little bit more interesting. So they only weigh a couple ounces, right? They're all dried, so not too heavy, and I think it's worth it. I've got these black diamond hiking poles that fold up. They're super light. I've had them for a long time. They don't have the big wide bottoms that most hiking poles have now, but I like these anyway. I think they're pretty good. I've got a couple test tubes and headphones for audiobooks or whatever. I've got my Appalachian Trail guide from 2016. So they do make a new one of these every year. And if you're going to do any section, definitely recommend that you get the AT guide. It's super helpful. And I'm just going to use my old one from 2016 because I wrote a bunch of notes in it to myself about where to get good ice cream and different things that I want to remember. So I'm just going to take that with me. These are a couple personal items over here. So I've got a little notebook and a pen, and I'm bringing my harmonica. So mostly in this, I just write my tabs for my harmonica songs and whatever, or anything I want to remember. Toilet paper. Most people say don't bring a lantern, you don't need it. I'm not gonna be up late at night reading, but it's solar powered, it's really small, the air squeezes out of it, and if I'm walking at dusk along a road, then I can put it on flashing and just clip it to the back of my pack, so that makes me feel a lot better. So I'm gonna bring it, and if I don't use it, then we can send it home. I've got it's my cooking kit over here. I've got a little cup that squishes up. It's pretty good. I've got a bigger pot than most people bring, but what I find for this is it makes sort of 1.5 servings. So if I make a pot of rice for dinner, I can even save a little bit of it for a snack right before I go to bed or something like that. Or if I make oatmeal in it in the morning, then I can make a little bit of extra and have some for an 11 a.m. second breakfast. So pocket rocket. I'll probably ditch the case for this and just throw it inside of here. And I've got a little propane tank that the propane actually slides right inside, so can save a little bit of space in the pack from having a bigger food canister, bigger pot for cooking. And this just goes right over it, so this is pretty nice too. And dryer sheet, throw in there, keep everything fresh. Another sort of personal thing that I'm bringing is my 360 camera. So this is a Insta360 one. Really cool. Takes 360 pictures. So hopefully we get some great shots. And not seen here is the phone that I'm taking, which is the LG V10 with an extended battery pack. So it's got 6,000 milliamp battery. And both this and the phone are on a micro USB, so I've got one charger for both of them, and that's the only electronics that I'm bringing. So I think that is everything. Oh, one other thing here. Flip-flops. So I've got these UGG flip-flops that were stolen from the LSU basketball team, and they're great. They're super comfortable. So I always stick them on the back of my pack to have some shoe that I can air my feet out with when I get back to camp. And yeah, I think that that's pretty much everything. So if you think that I'm missing something, let me know. Or there's a question about something or why I brought something. Yeah, that's it.